You're a professional who travels a lot. You want to get in shape. But every time you land at your destination, you get to the hotel, you already know what's coming. You open the door to the hotel gym, and what do you see? You see a couple of dumbbells, you see 5 treadmills, and a sad yoga mat. Now, how do you navigate these situations? That's exactly what I'll be breaking down in this video, and it's only 3 simple things you need to know. Let's get into it. So the first thing you need to understand is, how do your muscles even grow? Most people don't know this. Your muscles grow in the response to tension you place on the individual muscle fibers. Now, without going into too many details, this tension then gives your body a signal to be like, hey, let's come back with bigger and stronger muscle fibers. And then so over time, you get bigger and stronger. Now, this is important to know because once you understand that it's about that stress, that tension, it's like, how do you maximize that tension? And I had a client come to me recently, and he had been seeing decent results, but yeah, his muscles could have grown a lot more. And I was analyzing his technique, and I pointed out to him, your technique is really good. You optimizing the stretch, which I'll touch on in a little bit later, but you are not training with the right intensity. Like, your reps aren't slowing down towards the end of the set. And I called him out. And that is the tweak we made. And already a couple of weeks later, he's going up in weight. Muscles are coming through a lot more. But the reason I'm sharing that is because most people just don't train hard enough. Think about it like this. Your body adapts. We humans are amazing at adapting. But your body will only adapt if you give it a reason to adapt. So if you don't push yourself hard enough, you won't get bigger and stronger. So keeping that principle in mind, the 3 things you need to know are intensity, lifting tempo, and range of motion. Now, here's the situation, right? Let's say you've been in the gym a little bit longer and you get to the gym and there's like 25-pound dumbbells. Now you want to do an incline chest press. Of course, like, that's not going to happen. You're going to do like 20, 30 reps. Now, how do you navigate this situation? And that is to principle number 2, which is lifting tempo. Research has shown that anywhere between 2 and 8 seconds is the most optimal time range for a single rep. That means you can do a 1 second positive and a 1 second negative, or even a 1 second positive and a 7-second negative. Now, here's the thing. When you have those 25-pound dumbbells, you want to be on the higher end of the lifting tempo slowing down when you're on your way down. So 1 second up and go 5 seconds down, 7 seconds down. And that way you're still increasing tension, which is the main driver for growth, at the same time navigating through this situation. That is my biggest tip. Then final thing is maximizing the stretch and doing it with a full range of motion. Research has shown that the stretch, like for example a chest press, coming all the way down, when you feel those muscle fibers stretch, that stretch part is the most important for muscle growth. So you want to keep that in mind when you are training. Make sure you're maximizing that stretch, and obviously full range of motion. You don't have to. I actually teach my clients long length partials, which is just staying in the bottom half. But the point is, you want to maximize that stretch. And just touching on the intensity, one final thing, because obviously, for example, I have online clients, and one of my clients was telling me he always thought he needed a personal trainer. And I can see that because it's like they spot you and things like that. But it was funny because he said he hears my voice when he does those large reps, those effective reps I talk about when you reach the end of the rep range, and which was very, very funny. But point being, keep those 3 things in mind. Intensity. And the way you know you're training with the right intensity is, are your reps involuntarily slowing down, like on the way up towards the end of the set. If they are, you are training with the right intensity. Second thing is lifting tempo. If you're in a hotel gym, really just make sure that you're controlling the weight on the way down so much more. And that way you're still increasing tension overall and still maximizing muscle growth. And the final thing is range of motion. And one final thing I'll add is that often in these situations, like let's say you use an app, you want to track your progress. In these situations, you'll often have not the normal machines, it's mainly dumbbells. It can be frustrating. It's like, how do I track it? The way to go about this is track what you can, but mainly just focus on the intensity, because if you're giving your body a reason to grow, it will grow. All right, I hope this was valuable. Other than that, I will see you in the next one.